See how it goes. All right, we started. Cool, cool, cool. This is today's chart review. This is the first chart review that we're doing through Sut Trades, and I'm very excited for what these are going to be in the future. So we're kind of going to go review over the price action, see what we could have done better today, what I could have done better, and also what y'all could have done better in the Discord. If you guys don't know, I have a free Discord. It's in the description. Join it. It's completely free. I'm not selling anything. We're just here to grow. We're here to learn. Today actually had good price action. Today I had good price action. We'll kind of go over what I was thinking, and then we kind of review what you guys were thinking as well. But start of the day, I kind of had a loose bias. We could have done one or two things, and I was more bullish than I was bearish. If we're just looking at this chart, like we have swept buy side on the higher time frame, and now we're starting to get some displacement lower. So we could be bearish, but I was just a little bit more bullish because we had this big daily imbalance here that I wanted to see us react off of. Like this whole thing right here is a daily imbalance. So I'm looking to see where we can react, where could we possibly stop. And as you can see here, I have equilibrium marked out of this price leg here. And where do we end up stopping? OTE. We end up coming back into OTE, rebalancing into this whole daily imbalance and OTE of this range. And as we can see, on the way down to this, we are generating buy side. We're generating buy side here. And actually, overnight, we kind of end up having a market maker sell model here. I don't really see an entry here for me, though. Do you all see an entry within here? I honestly don't really see an entry within this whole thing. And like, I'm not even looking to trade this, but this is a market maker. This is a nice market maker sell model. We end up finishing it. And we take sell side here, and then we retrace down into OT of this range. And pre-market, this is when I took my first trade. We'll go over it again. I already went over it in my trading transformation. But I actually think that this was a decent trade. I'm not mad about this, just my stop was way too tight. This was my first trade taken on the live account. So with that being said, I was like, I'm not really trying to risk too much here. I got a little bit emotional with this just because like this was my first trade on the live account. I was a little bit like, hey man, I don't want to be risking too much here. Let's have good risk here. And I was just overthinking it a little bit too much. But we come back in to this 15-minute imbalance. Here, I'm going to mark it out. But yeah, we have a 15-minute imbalance right here that we're coming back at. Come down. 15-minute imbalance. And what I've been looking to improve on, what I've been looking to get better at is anytime we really come into a 15-minute imbalance, I've been noticing that that's pretty much just a market maker sell or buy model on the lower time frames. And that's what we're doing. We're generating liquidity, rebalancing to that 15-minute imbalance. And what really gives me the confidence to take this trade is the fact that we have this SMT within this imbalance. And I want us, at the time, I wanted us to head lower because I wanted us to rebalance into equilibrium of the price leg. We kind of have. I was seeing that we probably could go lower, and this looked pretty clear in my opinion. It ended up playing out, but if y'all didn't see already, I had my stop way too tight here. I enter in off of this imbalance. We have SMT, and then I put my stop at this high. Put my stop here. I end up getting wicked out, like literally by a tick. I got stopped out by a tick here. First trade on my live account. First trade on my live account, I get stopped out by a tick. I'm not really emotional though, because like I'm risking like $13 here. I'm trading 1 micro, so I'm definitely not mad about this. Where did you post it? Did you read what I posted? Where did you post it? Oh, was it the thing earlier about the market structure? Advanced market structure? Yeah, I did read it. But anyways, I should have had my stop at this high. And like the trade is still valid. The trade is still valid. This is just the turtle soup entry. The soup. So what could I have done better here? Should have just had my stop at this high. But I was kind of overthinking it a little bit too much just because it was the live account. But this trade would have been was a good trade. I'm not mad about it. I was just something to get better at. And kind of going into market open, like we are continuing to have sell side of the curve. So after this low gets taken, I'm really not looking to take anything. And obviously at open, this is when we displace lower. And the reason I think that we're displacing lower is to form this SMT between NQ and ES. We now have an SMT. Keep in mind, we now have an SMT, so we have a reason for price to go higher now. But I'm not sitting here, I'm like, yo, we could have an SMT here. Let's see what happens. The reason that gives me the confidence to take this or to be bullish now is just look at this move up. Look at this big move up. We have a BPR, which I don't know like crazy much about BPRs. All I know is that if we have a sharp move down and then a sharp move up, I was saying this during the lives that like all these traders are getting trapped here trying to go short. And this is when I can say that price probably will likely go higher, and we don't need to come back into this because of that sharp move down, sharp move up. And then I'm not looking to really take a trade here because keep in mind on the higher time frame, if we go to the 15 minute at this time, like we have clear buy side above us, and we have a reason why we are bouncing here because we're within this whole daily imbalance. We're within a whole daily imbalance right now, so we now have a reason to go higher. Then drop down to the 1 minute. I wasn't very dependent on the 1 minute warrior, but just for a chart review, we'll kind of just look at the 1 minute. Then we have this displacement up, chop, 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 manipulation here. I saw someone in the Discord actually did take this. This wouldn't have been a bad trade, but for me personally, I just need to see a little more structure to validate that we want to do this. But yeah, we chop, 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 take this low, and then we just run. So after not only this displacement move, but then this displacement move gives me confidence that we probably want to go to this high at some point today. The keyword is when are we going to do that? So after this, we put in this high. We now form a 15-minute imbalance. Let me clear this up a little bit. We have market structure shift on the 5 minute, on the 1 minute now. We're clearly want to be bullish here. I don't think there's any reason to try to be bearish here until this high is taken. So we come back in. We have this 15-minute imbalance. And look at what we form here. We form another SMT, which this SMT isn't like the cleanest. Like this is a tick away. But we still have an SMT. And then we have clear displacement up. This is when I take my second trade. I was looking to take a trade throughout this whole range here. I know we want to run to this high because we have a reason to. Again, higher time frame, we're gonna run to this high at some point because we're in a market maker buy model. We have reasons to bounce. We're clearly showing bullish order flow. Look, bullish order flow, bullish order flow. We're coming back to a 15-minute imbalance. I'm not trying to force a trade to this high. I'm waiting for price to show me that we want to run to this high. Once we get this displacement move, this tells me that we want to go to this high. Again, I'm being very patient, very disciplined, which is what I love throughout the whole session. Very disciplined. And I'm looking for a trade throughout all this, but I don't see what I like. I don't see what I want. I don't see anything here. At this point, I'm thinking that we're probably going to run and take this high. We're probably going to take this high here, and then there probably won't be a trade for me. But this is what makes this trade a lot much better, is the fact that we have these equal highs now. We come back down into equilibrium of this price leg, into OTE of this price leg. We have reasons to go higher. We have an SMT at the lows, displacement up. We're in a 1 minute market maker buy model. Let me do like buy side and sell side of the curve real quick. So we're in a 1 minute market maker buy model. In a higher time frame market maker buy model. Like this is when I will get the best entries, and this is something that I want to get better at, and I need to pay more attention to. Things are starting to click here, in my brain. So we have this internal market maker buy model in the already existing market maker buy model. Does that make sense? Because this is how I'm seeing the market now. Market maker buy model, market maker sell model. So this is then, I'm not forcing a trade here. I'm letting the trade come to me. We come back down into a 5-minute imbalance here. I'm marking out this 5-minute balance, which I love that I was paying attention to pretty much every time frame today. And that's why I think I performed so well today, because I was paying attention to everything today. Okay. So we now have this 5-minute fair value gap. And at the time, I had this order block marked out, this little 1-minute order block. And we held this order block for like 20 minutes. This was insane. We held this order block, but I'm not going to take an order block in premium. I'm not just going to take a random 1-minute order block in premium of this price leg. I need to see a little bit more. Like if we run to buy side here, that's completely okay. I just won't get an entry. I know what I'm looking for. So why would I take anything other than what I'm looking for? Because I know what I'm looking for will make me profitable over time if I stick to what I'm looking for. But if I force things, if I force a trade here, just because something looks okay, just because something looks decent, that's when I will go wrong over the long term. So then we create this bearish imbalance here. And notice, I said this before in my trading transformation, but this whole time, we only make one bearish imbalance the whole day. Or not the whole day, but like during this whole time period. Was right here. Like, yeah, this could count, but I'm not counting that. That's like premium over the range. I'm not really even looking at that. But yeah, we make this one, and then like throughout this whole range, like no imbalance is really being made. No imbalance is really being formed. So this imbalance, the fact that we are now creating an imbalance, that is important to me. So what am I looking at? At the time, I'm like, are we going to respect this or are we going to disrespect this? And as soon as we break above this, as soon as we break above it, that's when I'm like, this looks like a good entry. I have everything I need. If we break above that, I'm taking this as an inverse, putting my stop at this low, take profit at here. And again, like, I'm catching a 18-point move. An 18-point move. That's all I need, and that's all I need to focus on. It's just like an 18-point move. An 18-point move will make me profitable over the long term. I don't need to catch like a 100-point move. I really don't. That 18-point move will make me profitable over the long term. That's all I care about. So we come back down, inverse, straight to buy side. That was a good trade. That was a great trade. Very disciplined. And I stuck to everything that I wanted to look at. After this, I'm noticed that we take internal. Again, we want to go higher still. We still want to go higher because the draw is still this high. So like just taking a short here isn't very high probability. But once we start to get displacement lower, that can tell me that we might want to target an internal low. I ended up taking this trade on demo, but like really I'm taking this on demo just to test like what I'm looking for in price. Like not at all do I recommend taking a trade like this. But I just took like a little trade. It's on demo just to sharpen my eye. That's why I think demo's like okay. Again, like I'm not gonna be sad if this ends up getting stopped out or anything. But I end up taking a short here to target this low. Again, just a very quick scalp off the order block to this low because we've had that displacement lower. I'm thinking that we're probably gonna hit this low at some point. So we take this low. There's nothing really here. And then once we start to get displacement higher, this is now when I'm kind of I'm now interested in longs again. We have displacement higher, bullish order flow is getting respected. We have a market structure shift here. And I actually, during my live, I was looking to take a soup here. Yeah, it was this low right here. I was looking to take a soup to target this high. We never come back and take it. That's completely okay. The thing with like soups is that like they're not always going to happen. So there are gonna be times when you're looking to take a turtle soup and it just doesn't happen. And I'm not going to take anything but a turtle soup because we are in premium of this leg. Shit. Because we are in premium, the only trade that's really acceptable is a turtle soup. Wait, hold up. I'm tweaking. At the time we're here. Yeah, at the time we're here. Like I'm not gonna long a fair value gap in premium. That's just not a good trade in my opinion. The only way I can take a trade in premium is if it's a turtle soup. So I was looking for the turtle soup. I never got filled. That's okay. There are gonna be times when price just runs without you, and you can't get emotional. Oops, I deleted the buy side. Okay. So we now have taken buy side here. And this honestly is a great trade. I would say it's like fantastic just because the higher time frame is not aligned with it. But I kind of knew this was gonna happen. But I guess we could all say we know everything's gonna happen. But in reality, it's all just hindsight. It's all just hindsight. All just hindsight. Like me coming back and saying that this trade worked out. It's literally just strictly hindsight. We come back up. We have displacement lower. Like anything here is just too early after taking buy side. But then once we sweep internal, and then we have an SMT here, and we have an SMT with this high on NQ and ES. So we have a higher time frame SMT, and then we have a lower time frame SMT. This is something that I want to note, and I'm gonna put down. I'm gonna journal. That once we have a higher time frame SMT and once we have a lower time frame SMT, anytime that I've seen that within the past week or 2 weeks, that's just been instantly like we want to reverse. We want to reverse. So I will note this down that at least from what I've noticed and at least from what I've seen, if we have a high like on the higher time frame, something like this, and we have an SMT on the higher time frame as well as an internal SMT, like that shows me something's up. That shows me something up. That shows me that we want to reverse. And as you can see, this honestly, I want to build conviction to where I can maybe just take this. But again, I don't really care to top tick. I don't need to top tick, y'all. I just need to be consistent. That's it. I just need to be consistent. I don't need to be top ticking. But yeah, we end up having SMT, sweep internal, big displacement lower. This tells me that we want to run to this low. This tells me that we want to run to this low. Nothing else. And then we have these equal lows here. Create these equal lows. Like today was just beautiful price action. I'm not gonna lie. Today was a good day. Yeah, we have these equal lows here. We come back up into equilibrium of the range, into OT of the range, also into this order block. That's really the only entry I see. Oh, actually, again, more confluence with this is that we have this 15-minute fair value gap here. And what I've been noticing, what I would want to get better at as well, is noticing that 15-minute fair value gaps are king on the 1 minute. When we have a 15-minute fair value gap and we do respect it, there's usually an entry on the 1 minute. So I want to get better at noticing 15-minute imbalances. I wasn't on the charts during this. I went to the gym, so I didn't catch any of this. And as you guys see, if you guys look in the Discord, I said it in trading floor. Let me pull it up. I said, which honestly it is what it is. It's all hindsight. Where did I say it? Oh, I didn't even see this. Did I say it in main chat? I don't know. I don't know where I said it somewhere. But anyways, I said like I'm gonna go to the gym. This could be a possible short setup. But again, I'm not mad about missing this because I know there's always gonna be opportunity. But I was a little bit. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to say that I wasn't a little bit mad that I didn't try. I didn't catch this, or I wasn't on the charts at this time. But again, like y'all, like, yeah, we don't have to be on the charts 24/7. Like if we're just on the charts 24/7, like I just don't think that's the best for you. Again, entering off this order block. And as well, like, if we're going to be honest, I probably wouldn't just be entering off of a 1 minute order block. I don't really use order blocks that much. But as soon as we see that displacement, that's when I could maybe try to catch an entry. And just look how efficient we run. We target these equal lows, and then we target this. Like, I don't need to catch this low. I pretty much just need to catch this. This is what I'm more confident in. I'm more confident in this move than I am this whole move. But yeah, end of day macro ended up holding up. I think end of day macro starts at 315. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, end of day macro starts here. We get pushed back up into that order block and then sell off. Sometimes a lot. I've been noticing that at least recently, we've been selling off in the last hour. The last hour will be some opportunity. And at least recently with the past weeks, I've noticed that the last hour we've been kind of selling off. SMT happens between 950 and 1010 macro, ENS and NQ 70% of the time. So SMT between ES and NQ between the 950 and 1010 macro. Did we have an SMT today here? At 950? Yeah, I guess we had this SMT. But like SMTs have been one of the greatest PD arrays and one of the greatest things that have helped me kind of gain confidence. Because whenever I see an SMT, it has to have context with it. I'm not just going to look at every SMT and say, hey, we're going to bounce here, or hey, we're going to reverse here. But seeing an SMT is just confirmation with your already existing bias that we might want to reverse here. I wouldn't recommend just having SMT and obviously like don't mark out every SMT. But SMTs, those are one of my main PD arrays now. Is I use SMTs, fair value gaps, and then kind of what's the draw on liquidity. But yeah, that's kind of the price action I saw today. I really see that this pre-market trade. Maybe something here. This isn't really my type of trade. Within here, we have a little AMD here. Like very unlike the lower time frame. I don't really see anything here. Then this is the other trade I see here. I'm not. I wouldn't say take anything here at all. And I also don't really see anything here. I wanted to see a pullback, but we kind of just ran. Excuse me, sorry. And then at the end of the day, we had that one trade. So for me to take trades, there's only 3 possible trades. But again, I don't think I really honestly would have even taken this trade if I was on the charts. But yeah, let me. What did y'all see? Do y'all want to hop on here? I would love to see what y'all have to say. What y'all saw today. Can you annotate your trades again with the advanced market structure? What do you mean? Is there an indicator? Because I'm not gonna put on like intermediate term high. I'm not gonna do all that honestly. Nah, just where you put your stop. Oh yeah. I fully like this little trade pre-market. I'm not mad about. It's something to learn about. Something to learn from. Like any mistake I make, I want to be held accountable to my mistakes as well. Like if you guys look at like any one of my videos on Instagram, like yo, I'm gonna make mistakes. Like I'm new to this game. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna mess up. That's the part of trading. That's the part of trading that not everyone looks at into detail. Is the mistakes that we make and how we can improve. Because like we're always gonna make mistakes. We're humans. And no matter what you do, you're always gonna make mistakes. You're always gonna mess up. But like, am I able to learn from this mistake, or am I gonna keep on making the same mistake over and again? And I will say did want to get better at this. Noticing what will invalidate the model. See if it's intermediate term swings. Wait, so this is an intermediate term high, right? This one right here. I don't know too much on advanced market structure. I know which episode that is. It's yeah. Here, this was the soup. This would have been a good entry actually. To buy my stop. Again, where are traders putting their stops? People like me during this trade are going to put their stop at this high because they simply did not recognize the model. I should have had it here. It is what it is. What I want to get better at going into tomorrow, going into the next days is what will invalidate this model and what model are we currently in. Let me pull up my trading transformation real quick. Give me one sec. When you get stopped, oh yeah, I think I already read that. Yeah, what I want to work on is what model are we currently in? We're within a market maker sell model. What will invalidate this model? A run on this high. And even then, this could just be a soup. But a run on this high does not make this trade invalid. It means that this trade is still valid. I was just a little bit too greedy today, honestly, with my stop, and I didn't want to risk that much because I was a little nervous. I was on my live account. It was my first time on the live account. I guess it was okay, but I am going to start trading live. I think it's definitely the right direction. And then anything that I don't like that's just a little bit lower quality, I will take on the demo account. But I really liked the price action today. Again, do any of you guys want to come on here and see what you saw? If not, completely fine. If not, completely fine. Whenever you placing the stop loss, see if it's an intermediate turn swing, that's gonna be better. Yeah. Yeah. This would have been the soup. This was a short-term high. All right. That's honestly really all I have for tonight. I think that these are gonna be great. Again, if you guys ever miss one of these will be all on my YouTube. These are all gonna be on my YouTube. Let me know what you guys liked about this. If there's any way I can try to improve on these. Obviously, they're gonna become better as I become a better trader. And today I think I traded pretty well. Today I think I traded pretty good. It was just this little mistake here. A minor mistake here. I had everything good. Recognition model was good. Everything today was good. And today I think we had great opportunity. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Again, I appreciate you guys being in here. And I really encourage you guys to be active. Like, I will continue to be active in here. And I think, like, if we just feed off each other, like, we're only going to grow. If you guys constantly post like your chart annotations like I have been, like honestly, me posting just chart annotations of seeing price action and commentating over it has helped me so much. So I definitely recommend y'all do that as well. Post your chart annotations, post trades that you have missed, post trades that you could have taken, and post what you could have gotten better at. Like, really use this Discord, y'all. This is a free Discord. We have a bunch of like-minded people in here. A bunch of like-minded people here that trade the exact same things that you do. So again, like, show up, get better every single day. Can you analyze gold sometimes? Here, I'll analyze gold right now, but I'm just going to be honest. I don't ever trade gold, and I don't really see the need for me to trade gold. Can you give advice on my annotations I post on Daily Bias? Let me pull it up. I thought that would do something, but no, it's sharing my other screen. Um, yeah, it's kind of the same bias I had. Yeah, it's kind of the same bias I had. I would just say, again, like I honestly do love that the fact that I'm giving advice to you guys because it makes me think about what I'm doing and think about it helps me improve. So like any advice I say, like again, I'll give a disclaimer. I don't claim to be profitable. I'm not profitable, but I will say I will be profitable. 100%, 1,000%. I will be profitable. I will say that just your trade, in my opinion, kind of what you were looking at. Do we end up running to that? I think it was good. I think your bias was good. I think your bias is pretty good. Yeah, let me look at gold. Hold up. 4 hour day. Are we still in all time highs? I just wouldn't really touch gold. I've never traded gold, so honestly, I couldn't really tell you. But we're just in all time highs. I like especially something like gold. I don't think it's smart to really trade in all time highs. Yeah, I just can't even look at this. Yeah, yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't really have much else for you guys. These sessions are going to get better. These sessions are going to get better. We're going to improve. We're all going to become great. But like I said, I encourage you guys to be active in this Discord and get something out of this Discord. This is a free Discord. Free Discord. I don't have any intentions on charging for a Discord. I think that's just stupid. Obviously, I can't say 100% with my heart that I won't try to maybe restrict how many people are in here or maybe try to have less people in here. But I will say, like, if I do turn profitable, there will be a decision there to when I know I can charge, but I just don't really agree with that. I don't think that's smart to do. And I want to continue having a free community where everyone can learn. And where you guys are going to learn the most, where I've grown the most, is just by working. And just by annotating my chart, just by journaling my thoughts, journaling what I see, and journaling of how to get better. What pairs are good for beginners? I would not recommend trading gold, honestly. But that's just my personal opinion. I would recommend trading this is obviously what I trade. I would recommend trading ES and NQ. They're correlating assets. And like, bro, I'm pretty new to this as well. Pretty new. I've been trading for around a year. I've been dicking around for a year, and I finally took it seriously. But I would definitely recommend trading ES and NQ because if you see an SMT, you can tell that we might start to reverse. And obviously, you're able to, like, I have two things to look at. Say NQ doesn't have a setup, but ES does. I'll take it on ES. Say ES is making a higher high. I know that something's up. I know that we might reverse here. So I would definitely recommend ES and NQ. You will have to pay CME data, but if you're not willing to pay CME data, then you're just not serious about trading. If you're not serious about investing in your education, you're not serious about trading. All right, enough of my yip yap. We'll be back at it tomorrow. I will be live at Market Open again. Today was a fantastic stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow at Market Open in my live on YouTube if you guys want to. If you guys don't, it's completely okay. I understand. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. Hopefully you all grow.